It all started off so well. I was in Marrakesh ready to take the first ever direct Ryanair flight to Newcastle, my home city in the UK. I even filmed the first part of the video transition I was planning. Hello everybody and welcome to this video, and it's a very special video and I am so excited to make it because I will be showing you my travels from here in Marrakesh to here in Newcastle is how I planned to finish that sentence, but it was not to be. It all started so well. I had a lovely breakfast of crepes filled with amlo, which is just a kind of nut juice. It sounds disgusting, but amlo is one of my favourite Moroccan foods. I got the bus to the airport with just under 2 hours to spare. I avoided stepping into the dog waste just outside the airport and joined the first of many security queues. There are 5 stages of security at Marrakech Airport, 3 of which they simply don't need. This entrance security is one of them. As with all Moroccan airports, even if you book your ticket online, you still need to go to the check-in desk with a printed version of your booking because Moroccan reasons. After this, there is another security check, the purpose of which is only to serve its own existence. Then I was faced with this. This is passport control at Marrakesh. The 4th security check. Time was running out. There was almost no staff to help me. When I was near the front, I saw a staff member and asked if I could jump the queue because my flight was in 20 minutes. His help was minimal, and then he walked away. Then there was yet another security check after passport control. Literally, it's someone checking to see if the man in passport control stamped your passport correctly. A stupid, useless security check. After enduring almost 2 hours of ridiculous security checks, I missed my flight to the UK. I wish I could show you what happened next, but basically we were just moved from one part of the airport to another, just sit somewhere and then told to sit somewhere else. Everyone was so totally indifferent to the problem that we had. And luckily I was with somebody, I found somebody at the airport who had the same problem that I had. And he was Moroccan, he spoke Arabic and Darija, and his English was very good. So between the two of us, we were able to explain to everybody what was happening, and they just could not care less. And anybody who knows me will tell you I reach a point where I just get so frustrated that I snap. And that's exactly what happened. And I stood up in the middle of this very busy part of the airport, and in this loud, booming Shakespearean voice, I said, look, we need assistance now. And everybody started looking at me, and I honestly did not care. And I said, look, this is what the staff do when you have a problem. They just do nothing. They do not care about us. We need assistance, and we need it now. And eventually, after a few minutes, somebody came up and honestly, from the very first second, she made it very clear she did not want to be there at all. And what we had to do was walk back through all the security stages. And we had to get our passport unstamped. And every step of the security that we went through. She knew somebody who worked there, and she would stop and talk to them and kiss them on the cheek and have a chat about family and friends and I don't know what else. And we told her that there was a flight in an hour's time, and we were both trying to get that flight. She just could not care less. We could not have walked any slower. And anyway, eventually we get through all the stages. And I went to a desk where there was a woman who was selling tickets, and she was an absolute diamond. She was wonderful. I told her, look, I want to get to the UK as quickly as I can, told her what the problem was. And I said, look, just Leeds, Manchester, Edinburgh, Newcastle, any of those is fine. Today, tomorrow. She was tapping away, trying to find something for me. Wonderful person, absolute professional. And anyway, on her advice, I found a ticket to Newcastle in a couple of days' time, 3 days' time. So I sat down with myself, I thought about it, and I decided to go in 3 days. And I found this ticket. It was £15. That's right, you heard me correctly. 15 £15. It's actually cheaper for me to travel from Marrakesh to Newcastle than it is for me to travel from Rabat to Marrakesh. So that's what I decided to do. So I needed to get back to Rabat and then start the thing all over again. Okay, that's what happened in the middle bit. Back to the story. Hi, so just a quick update. I've managed to get to Casa Oasis, and I get a train to Casa Port and then Rabat, because there was no direct train to Rabat until about 7 o'clock this evening. So I just can't wait. I just want to get back and start the whole process again in a couple of days' time. You've got to be zen-like in all of this. These things happen. Everybody has good days and bad days. So yeah, it is what it is. That's life. Anyway, so yeah, it's all looking relatively good. And hopefully I will be home soon. Thankfully, when I arrived at Casa Port, there on the opposite platform was the train waiting to take us to Rabat. Finally, at about 8:30, 11 hours after first arriving at the airport, I arrived back in Rabat, having to do the entire journey again in 3 days' time.